This is not going to be a gameplay of Shadow of the War. It's going to be a late review, if you must. And this,
with each year, the shadow
to be honest, I'm just giving up on this account. I can't be bothered to make any more videos at all. I've just completely given up on this channel. Absolutely. I might come back years in the future. That might be a lie. I'm not sure when I'm coming back. I just cannot be bothered anymore. I just given up. I've completely given up. Anyway, back to the review. This game is wicked. If you want to have a great time, the campaign is brilliant. Well, not say brilliant, it's awesome. It is bloody awesome. It beats Shadow of Mordor by a bloody mile. It really does. They've upgraded the Nemesis system by a lot. That's all I can say, to be honest. They've added betrayals. They've made your relationship with the army, your orcs, more intense. So, if they like you enough, they will stay loyal to you, and if they're not, they will betray you. So they will come out of nowhere and say, "I've had enough of your shit," and attack you. There are more bonuses to the Nemesis system. I'm just not getting there for the moment, but the story mode is bigger than. Why do I have that? Oh, I'm just going to get that. I'll get to why I'm not playing this anymore. But the story mode, intense. That's all I can say. It's massively intense. It ties up really well to the trilogy of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. It's got no crap bits in it, well, apart from a few, I'd say a few short missions, but that's what you would expect in an RPG. What else? Oh yeah, you can fly. The Graugs are back. The Graugs are back. You can. There is only one type of Graug you can ride, so you can't go on that flaming ground in the mission. If you find one, you can't ride on that. That's the one time. But the Drakes are just highly useful. They're so much fun. Such fun. Actually, this might have been a very crap review. Let's do it. What else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, Online Conquest. Online Conquest and Vendetta missions. Well, forget about Vendetta, that's not really good, but Online Conquest, it's fun. It truly is fun. You compete against other players, your army. I'm losing out words now. It's just fun. But as for the first 3 chapters of Shadow of Mordor, Shadow of War. It's really fun. But when you get to the last bit, Shadow of War, everything turns to shit. I mean, what Monolith and Warner Brothers did with this last bit, I'm not sure what was on their mind. They just went, watch them do this bit. You know what? Let's make them do 20 hard conquests So you have to, okay, what I mean that is you have to do 20 of these. If you search up on the website, it shows that you have to do 20 sieges, and it gets harder and harder and harder for you to do it. And that's when you get to the true ending of the game, so it ties up with Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, and the Hobbit trilogy and that. I've given up completely on that. I've literally given up. I only managed to do 2 sieges. No, wait. 3 sieges. And when I searched up how many more I had to do, there was like 20. And I just literally stopped. I stopped playing it because it was absurd. What they're trying to do, because of the fucking loot box system, they want you to buy more so you can just finish the game off and get that trophy, which I'm still trying to get. It is, what I searched up is that if you don't buy loot boxes to make your army better, it's virtually impossible to do it without paying a single dime or pound or wherever you are in the world. And so if you really want to get to the true ending, well, I watched it on YouTube. I watched the ending on YouTube because I didn't want to just spend maybe 2 years or more just to get this fucking game finished. But it says that this is going to be a spoiler. If you don't want to hear it, watch something else. I don't mind. But what it really says is that Talion battles on for decades of the Dark Forces, so the 20 sieges on, I don't know, a span of decades. And then at the end, since he's got the Nazgul ring from Isildur, yeah, and he banished him, he becomes a Ringwraith and joins the Witch King and the Ringwraiths. So he finally gives in, and at the end, all you see is him taking off all the armor and walking into, what, I don't know, the afterlife? You could say the afterlife, and that's pretty much it. He's left smiling, and he just walks off, and that's it. That's all you got. That's 3 minutes. This is what you're fighting for. If you do all these 20 sieges, you get 3 minutes of fucking screen time with Talion turning to the dark side and just going, I give in. Now, I'm not saying that this game is bad. It's brilliant. But what monoliths, whoever had the bright mind of putting these sieges in was a fucking idiot. I mean, who's gonna spend 20 sieges to grind through just to watch 3 minutes of fucking screen time of Talion joining the Ringwraiths and walking off to the sunset? I don't know what to think of this game. It's a must buy. But don't buy loot boxes. That's what I'm saying. Don't buy loot boxes. Don't bother doing the 20 sieges. Only do it if you have time, because it's gonna take way too long to complete this game. That's all I have to say. Really, it is about this game. And that's all I have to say. I haven't touched this game ever since I've seen 20 sieges. And that was about a month ago. At least a month ago. So, I'm not sure when I'm going to post the video next. I'm likely to give up. I've given up on the Curse of Osiris thing. Not the game. No, I'm just not going to put videos out anymore. I've totally given up. It's a complete waste of time for me. For me, I well and truly not giving a shit anymore. So have a good day and a good life.